Man, bro,
I woke up early, 6 a.m.
I set my alarm at 6:35, bro. I never heard it go off. Never heard it go off.
The state championship was a heartbreak hotel from the crossbar. Also, touchdown that was not called a touchdown that left some of our heads scratching. And Lancaster boys and Essex girls begins their basketball season undefeated. Good evening, everyone. We welcome you in to the most watched local sports talk show in Northern Neck sports history. It is Northern Neck Sports Talk Live. Get your popcorn ready right here on Hot Mix B8 on a beautiful Tuesday night. Myself, Will Lewis, along with Coach Thomas Roane and Coach Sammy Mills. And I shouldn't have to ask how was the weekend because we were all at the same place on Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, shit, you already know how the weekend was. Man. I'm still hoarse for real.
Yeah.
We still here.
We're still here.
That's what
exactly. We're still here.
You sound like an old head at church. Yeah, I'm still here. In spite of, I'm still here. We still here. You know, we gotta we can recuperate this off season and get back to the business next year. Other than that, Sunday wasn't too much going on. That Sunday just a lot of chilling. Chilling with the family and everything. I don't even remember what the hell I did Sunday.
I don't either.
I think about it, man. So I don't even know what I did. Something I know I sit at the house. I did a couple things, but I just don't even remember what the hell it was.
I know you said you had to do some stuff around the yard or something.
No, matter of fact, I was working on my wife's shed, her hair salon, because she used to own her hair salon before.
There you go.
And stuff like that. So she had to shut it down. So we had this shed in the yard that we converted over to a hair salon. So I had to do some patchwork on the side on the walls, put some walls up, and do some mud and stuff. So gotta go back over there and finish that stuff. But other than that, watch my boys do some work.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
And still ready for that.
Pluck some eagles off.
Pluck some eagles off and everything.
Much needed, man.
Much needed, but we still got a long way to go though.
Well, you know what I told y'all last week? We beat the Eagles and we get the Dolphins. Look out.
Yeah.
That's the game I want to see right there.
I'm still worried about
Dallas Dolphins. See what happens.
Yeah, man, Dallas lost. Dolphins lost last night.
Yeah, they did.
So, I mean, they beat them.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I'm saying?
Titans scored like 15 and like 2 minutes some change.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. So I mean, we looking good, man. We're in a good spot. Hopefully the boys can keep it rolling this week. Who we play this weekend?
We got
hang on, I got it right here. Cowboys and Buffalo. You at Buffalo.
Yeah, that's the only thing, man. We 15.
Yeah, Buffalo,
man.
and Buffalo. They've been down all year. So.
Yeah.
I think Dallas can take Buffalo.
Oh yeah,
I think Dallas can take Buffalo. They're a little on a roller coaster ride right now.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
And I mean, with our DBs, man, I definitely think our DBs can hang with the receivers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the run game is not really non-existent. So I wouldn't say non-existent, but they don't really have a good run game like that. Mm-hmm. I think if we can keep Josh Adams a little rattle, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, then
defense will definitely keep pressure.
Oh yeah.
Because they only got a running with me wide receiver on Diggs, ain't
Yeah,
it?
Diggs. They got Diggs. They got that's a guy name. I can't think of his name. Gabe Davis.
Oh.
Dawson Knox coming back too. So.
I think we should be good this weekend. So we finish out strong, get to the playoffs. Hopefully we can lock up that first seed, get some home games, or whatever. We get some
honestly, I wouldn't mind taking the second seed, man. Because I was looking at it, if we get the second seed, we play against an NFC North opponent. Green Bay or something like that. Yeah, that's a dub.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a easy dub.
I don't know. Green Bay is a different team in the playoffs now.
They don't have Aaron Rodgers anymore, man.
Yeah, true. They still have Jordan Love.
Man,
All right, guys, get your popcorn ready because we're going to dig into this one. This past Saturday, we all know what happened. State championship game between Essex and Galax. Galax wins it by 1 point from a Heartbreak Hotel goalpost off the X and bounces in inches off the goalpost, 7-6. And Essex got the touchdown in the first quarter, goes up 6-0. And the touchdown that was not called a touchdown, that the ball was over the goal line, should have been a touchdown, and we're going to go from there because we're going to dig into this one. At the end of the day, still congratulations to the Essex Trojans, state runner-ups. They fought hard. We were all there. It was a dogfight throughout the end, all the way through the end of the game.
Yeah, definitely. That was the best defensive game I've seen all season.
Yeah.
I mean, both defenses was clicking. You heard some big hits.
Oh, God.
Yes, you
There
did.
was some big hits being
God.
laid on the field, both sides of the ball. For real, man, I didn't even think Gaylak's defense was going to be able to hold up to our offense like that, the way they played against Hanukkah the week before, giving up so many damn points.
Right.
You know, I really didn't think their defense was like that, but goddamn, they ain't fooled me. You know what I mean? From the jump, coin toss, we got the ball first. In Essex Trojan football fashion, we drove right down the field.
Yeah, went right down the field.
12 plays.
6-0.
Boom, 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 boom. And started from the 35, we went straight down the field.
Yeah.
And if you watching my line, you can hear me. I was saying loud, hey,
Yeah,
defensive
you
line
were.
ain't strong enough. We went straight down that field on that first. I was like, man, their defensive line ain't strong enough.
Yeah, Mark turned up a little bit on the first drive, man. He had a great first drive.
Yes, you did.
And, I mean, just like, I don't know, no one really knows where the ball's going. So
No.
it's like, once Zay steps back and moves a little turn and gets like that, man, like if Barr would hit the little counter and he was gone, man. Every single time.
We started off real strong. I mean, we got it down to, to the red zone. I think it took us like I said, the defense, once we got in that red zone still on the first drive, it's like Gaylak's defense tightened up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it took us 4 tries to get in. You know what I mean? And the only reason we did get in was because they wanted to basically powered it in there on the 4th and 3 or something like that. You know, so I mean, then we turned around. And a big game like this, every point is critical and it's needed. So, you know, even though we scored the 6 points and everything like that, when we went for the 2-point conversion, we missed it.
And I don't know if I think I told you, I was like, man, that's going to hurt. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, man, bro, that's going to hurt. Not having a kicker and just going for 2, that's going to come back and hurt y'all.
And I mean, you know, it definitely did in the long run. You know what I mean? Because like I said, every point is crucial in a situation like this. Both defense was biting. And I mean, it's just hard to come across yards and a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Gaylak's got the ball back, and I mean, they like I said, Tucker, their running back, was getting yards.
Oh.
Ain't like he wasn't getting no yards and everything. He was getting 4 or 5 yards a pop and everything like that. It's just our defense was able to stand up to him and stop him. Every time they would get across the 50, boom, it was like they would hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
They would either have to punt it off or anything like that. Unfortunately, on the first drive, it was a fumble. And we pounced all over that and everything like that. And me and you was right beside each other. I was like, man, we go down and score off of this fumble, it's over.
It would have been.
And I mean, hindsight being 2020, the game would have been over.
You know, if we would have went down and scored off of that fumble recovery, the game would have been over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, again, Gaylak's defense stepped up and shocked the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the first quarter, 6-0. This is the second game that we done went into into the second quarter and nobody ain't scored. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's the first that happened for Essex all year, wasn't it?
That's the first time ever. You know
That's what I'm saying. I mean, no team was able to do that against Essex except this game right here.
Well, Gaylak's, we seen it start up at Gaylak's. Not Gaylak's, but Alta Vista. We seen it start at Alta Vista. Alta Vista defense wasn't so.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That even though we was able to get 16-8 on them, we had to work for them points. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, the same thing came when we got the Gaylak's. You know, unfortunately, both offenses were stalling out because the defenses was that good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just got to be able to come away with every point, every yard that you can come up with. Going into almost in the halftime, we had Zay went for a pass. He rolled to the right. Nothing was there. The next thing you know, he was scrambling to the left and he scrambled. During that part of the game right there, everybody either was looking for to catch a pass or to put a hat on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Zay took off to the left. You know, we had two players out there with him and everything. He went to the corner and everything, trying to get it in there. Bang, bang, play. Number 9, Tucker, Like I said, number 9, Tucker was putting big hits all day.
He was.
I was like, I wipe my mouth, man. He was putting big hits on everybody.
I mean, at the end of the day, I've never seen anybody all season hit Zay the way he was hitting Zay. I mean, it was a couple times when he hit Zay and it was boom, play was dead.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nobody hit him like that hard all season. You know what I'm saying?
Zay got up too, though, man.
Zay got up and shook it off.
Sure.
And on top of that, you could tell he was a little injured. He was, with his hand or something was going on with him. A couple of our players was injured. And they caught us at a good time. We wasn't really full like earlier in the season with our number 1 running back and everything like that, which I know if he was there, that would have played a big deal in the game too. Yeah. So unfortunately, like I say, before going into halftime.
Honestly, before you get to that play, man, I gotta say, I think the play calling and the clock management up to that play could have been a lot better, man.
Yeah, it definitely.
A lot of time I was wasted before then. A lot of time was wasted just running the ball. I mean, like, why not get 2 plays in so the guys will know what to do? Run a play, no hurry. Run a play, no hurry. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times was really wasted. I mean, almost a minute and some change was wasted on that drive going down there before that play that you're about to get to.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, looking back at the video this weekend at my live and everything, you can hit me on the hey, y'all, get the ball off. Get the ball off.
Get the ball off. Get it off.
And
they spiked it with 1 second left.
And I mean, with situations like that,
it still ended up being like a false start, right?
Yeah. In situations like that, every penalty that is called is critical. Every penalty that's not called, because there was some penalties that wasn't called.
No, it wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? On the punt one time, well, we'll definitely get to that, but again, when Zay went in, it was a bang play. From where we were sitting, I was like, dang, that's in there.
That
next thing you know,
it wasn't.
Next thing you know, the referee no touchdown.
I definitely thought it was in, man.
And I mean,
where we were sitting at that point,
we were sitting there because we was right there on the 50.
Yeah.
It looked like he was in.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the referee was like, no touchdown. Halftime.
And all the videos that has replayed, that ball was over the plane of the goal line. That's a clear touchdown all day long.
I mean,
but see, you also got to think about it as high school VHSL rules compared to, like, a lot of people are thinking about NFL, NCAA rules. NCAA rules are different than NFL rules as well. So it's like you got to look at it. You got to think about it at that standpoint. There's no replay. So you got to go with what the referee saw at that time.
And I mean, with a situation like this, both players met each other at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, situations like that, you got to make sure it's unquestionable. In my eyes, you got to make sure it's unquestionable. Zay did all he could to get it to that point. But I just wish more blockers would have got out. Basically. I definitely wish more blockers would have got out there and picked up number 9. That way Zay could have put his foot in the ground and made another cut to the right and probably would have walked right into the end zone. I mean, you cannot leave it up to the referees to make a big play like that.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that you're in that end zone, that is no questions asked about it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just leaving it up to the referee like that gives you what it gives you.
Yeah.
We're 3.5 hours away. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with
uncharted territory. You don't know where you are.
You don't know where you're at. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what referees is out there, where they're from, and everything like that. So you got to make sure it's stamped. Now, me being the fan, yes, I think it was in there. But then I also got to look at the video that's going around. I'm like, damn, I wish that block would have got picked up. Because if that block would have got picked up, he could have walked right on in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? It's certain little things like that we all got to look at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If that block was picked up, boom, he walks in. If you leave your feet, it might, just dive right through, it might goes in. Anything, but with this being such a young team, remember, most of them 10th graders, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most of them are just now getting at this big spot of being the number 1 running back and everything like that. So you got to make certain decisions right then and there. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you never know what's going through a kid's mind at that point and moment to know, you know what I'm saying, what he was thinking or anything like that. Me, like I said, I wish that block would have got down there because if it wouldn't, Zay wouldn't have had to put his body at the risk. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been putting his body at risk all season.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Every run, he's taking big hits. So.
He's definitely taking.
I will say he knew where that goal line was. Though he knew where it was. He knew where he was. He got it in there, did all he could to get it past the goal line.
It's just you leaving it in the referee's hands, and I mean, when we leave it in the referee's hands, man, that 9 times out of 10, that's what you're gonna get if you leave it in the referee hand and you ain't from that area. We don't know if those referees was from Galax. Hell, Galax was going up what, an hour or so.
About an hour away.
You know, we don't even know if they was home referees or what. You know what I'm saying? So that play right there, and then not with getting the 2 points versus that's points that's left off the board.
That's definitely tough, man.
You know, but going in the third quarter, it was still back and forth.
Yeah.
Back and forth. Back and forth.
But if you look going into the third quarter, shoot, Galax was down, but the crowd was still in the game, man.
Yeah.
Like, they still kept those guys in the game the entire game.
Definitely, man. I mean, you know, unfortunately, the game came down to special teams for River. It came down to special teams, and the first one came when I think his name is what's his name? Let me see if I can find his name real quick. Well, regardless of Damon Heath, the punter, when not the punter. Well, basically they punted the ball, and I've never seen a dang on ball take such a good bounce before in my life. And I mean, when it bounced,
that was a good bounce. That was perfect.
Within the 5-yard line, just bounced right out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Right at the 1 or something like that. So you get a punt, and then you backed up like that, your nerves is already gone. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. Next thing you know, we get a snap, ball goes back, player tries to get the ball. He had to jump on it, you know what I'm saying? Instead of giving up a touchdown, you know what I'm saying? He had to jump on it. A safety, one safety. That's one mistake. We ain't tripping on the safety though, because who the hell thinking of safety? It's going to end up being the thing that beats you. But again, both defenses playing top tier football. You know what I'm saying? And you got to get your head off to both defense. Our defense didn't let them in the red zone not once.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So the defense played their tail off.
And then, like, I thought about that too. It's like, man, how do you lose a game when you don't let a team to get in the red zone one time? Like, that's just unheard of, man.
I ain't never seen nothing like that. It's like the stars aligned perfectly for them.
It did.
Even down
it really did.
Even down to the missed calls in my mind, because the second punt,
that was a block in the back.
It was a block in the back. It was a clear
block in the back.
And I mean,
no flag.
No flag. Unfortunately, with that one, we get the ball, our players slip. It was raining earlier today, so the field, even though it ain't raining out there, we're playing on turf. You know, once that joint gets wet a little bit, it's different from playing on regular grass where you can get your foot and dig and traction and go forward. Turf, once it gets wet a little bit, it's going to get slippery. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that happened. Next thing you know, boom, we got a sack in the bag on end zone. I mean, little stuff like that.
Made it 6-4.
And made it 6-4. You know, little stuff like that you can't let happen. But again, our defense, I put anything on our defense. You know what I'm saying? They stepped up, did their job again. The only thing that just came down to the fourth quarter. The biggest thing was fourth quarter. It was 4-for-1. We had 4-for-1. I wish we'd have just went 4-for-1.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when we lined up, all our crowd was like, this big boy football, right? Even though we on the outside, we can pick up one damn yard. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We picking up 1 yard and running that clock out.
Especially with y'all, because you don't know who's getting the damn ball.
You know, going 4th down, it's like goddamn right. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. And I mean,
you had nothing to lose at that point.
Next thing you know, offsides. Now we're 4th and 6. Situational football, 4th and 6. That defense been playing good all day. I can't just run it. I gotta punt. That punt return team didn't get no good yardage all day on punt returns. All of a sudden, you get a good return on this one to get them to the 45.
Well, I will say, from my angle, Galax jumped first before they called it offsides.
Oh, okay, cool. But still, we got to look at ourselves. We got to hold ourselves accountable on some of this stuff like this.
Once again, you can't leave it up to them.
We can't leave it up to them.
No, you can't.
We gotta worry about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? They called a penalty on us.
Yeah.
What we gonna do? We gonna just blame everything on us instead of looking at ourselves too. You know, it's 4 for 1. We pick that up. The game is over. We running that clock out. And then you don't hear nothing about what's going on with the coaches this, the coaches that, the coaches this. You know, so we pick that 4 for 1 up. Game is over. There ain't nobody talking about the 2-point conversion in this. Ain't nobody talking about that touchdown that we didn't get. It's nothing. We going back down the mountains. Hey, bragging on a 6-4 win, saying we state champs and hold being able to represent on that for a whole year. We can't leave it up to the daggone referees.
Right.
You know, even at the youth level, we tell our kids, don't leave it up to the referees. All season, we never left it up to the referees. We ran the daggone score.
Yeah.
So when you running the score, you don't have to worry about a referee. Even if a player's called, goddamn, we already beaten somebody 40 to 20 something. But when it get down to games like this, and you playing another team that's, even though the record don't say it, but shoot, they're comparable to you.
They beat some big time teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They beat some big time teams to get to that point.
Yeah,
they just beat Hanukkah that was 13-0.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're not a slouch team.
No.
You know, we might think the play call on our side was a little suspect, but guaranteed, them fans on Galax side, if they would have lost, you know what they would have said? They play calling was suspect. They won't do nothing.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't get in the red zone, nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought that when we punt, that we're going to jump outside on 4 for 1? We wouldn't have thought that. If we get that 4 for 1, the clock runs. Ain't no stopping the clock. Like you said, it was poor time, man. We had already burned through almost all that time.
And then, think about it like too, like the way y'all play style of football came back and bit y'all in the butt too, because y'all played so methodical. Y'all chew the clock.
We didn't have enough time left.
You didn't have enough time to do nothing. Y'all left too much time for Galax, but you ain't have enough time for yourself.
Yeah, and I mean,
because remember in the first half, you was like, there you go, baby, chew that clock down. Chew that clock down.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, who would think that a punt would get returned some good yards for a punt in the fourth quarter? Next thing you know, you got this big boy number 9. The clock's steadily running. I'm on the joint, like I'm telling everybody, look, man, there's a minute and we might be coming down this mountain with state champions. Next thing you know, they pick up another first down. And I'm looking at the video at home, I can see the change in my voice as we talking. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking, I can tell it right now, I'm thinking, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, another first down. One of the girls in front of me, Heather, her daughter, like, at halftime, he was kicking from the 40.
Yeah, he was kicking from the 40.
I don't even think he went in to talk to the team.
No,
he was kicking.
Everybody said he was out there at halftime.
Vera was kicking from the 45 and making it in.
Yeah. So, I mean,
anything past the 45, he was going to make it.
Yeah. So, I mean, the coach, he did what he was supposed to do. He had a kicker that he felt he was confident that was going to be able to make that field goal. He got it down to him the way he wanted it to on that left. And just from it being on the left hash, I was up there like, ain't no damn way this boy going to make this field goal. Ain't no way. Go ahead and tell him to call in there.
Yeah, call in real quickly before we get into any of the stats and everything else about this state championship game. Call in, shine the light on your player, 804-822-2837. That is 804-822-2837. Don't be shy. You're just talking to 3 average guys that want to talk about sports. So shine the light on your favorite player or coach or whoever. 804-822-2837. You have a chance to do that till the end of the show. So, Coach, we've been talking about Galax and Essex. We got a little bit of stats from that. Not a whole lot to show, but we got a little bit of stats.
I mean, for stats, man, I ain't even really taking stats this week. It was a tight game.
Yeah.
I don't even think either side, he probably even got over 100 yards rushing probably. I don't even think either side.
I feel like y'all should have got it.
We should have even, we might have had, but I mean, even.
Yeah, I'm sure the Rappahannock record will come out with that.
Oh, yeah. They want the stats. I was sleeping on that day. I was sleeping. I ain't getting too about those stats. You want to know those stats? Rappahannock Times, most likely.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Rappahannock Times, not Rappahannock Record. Rappahannock Times.
You know what I'm saying? 2:31 left. They got it on the 47-yard line. Couple first downs out. And next thing you know, they bring this kid out there.
Let's talk about that double move you put on your cornerback.
But even with that, now I'm glad we didn't lose off of that. I'm so glad we didn't lose off of that pass. Because, I mean, the cornerback was beat.
Yeah, he was beat, but as soon as he released that ball, it was overthrown.
But the quarterback overthrew him. But the reason why I'm saying I'm glad we didn't lose like that, because daggone it, man, that boy, he probably would have got crucified. I mean, just to keep it real.
Golly!
I mean, you see how it was towards Coach Jones. And I told y'all a week ago. Y'all was like about the criticism of Coach Aaron when he went through his. I was like, y'all act like Coach Jones ain't never got criticized. You see, to get out of been up this road for 6-7 years, and we came on the losing end. And even though we done won all season, every coach is gonna be criticized. You know what I'm saying? And he got criticized.
And I think Coach Jones did all he could do in that situation.
Keep going up there and losing. That gets old, man.
It definitely does.
That'll tarnish your legacy.
It gets old. But at the end of the day, the coaches are not on the field playing.
No.
The coaches are not. All they're doing is calling plays in. Our kids got to be the ones on the field that's performing. You know what I'm saying? Again, I feel like that touchdown that wasn't called, I feel like it was a touchdown.
Oh,
I feel like it was a touchdown, but we cannot, again, you cannot leave it in the hands of the referees.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you gotta cross your T's and dot every I.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If Zay ain't had
it was a nice run,
if Zay ain't had to put his body on the line and other blocks would have been made, he walks in there.
Mm-hmm.
Walks in there untouched. You know, so if he was going strictly at that pile of them. If another person got out there in front of him, he could have planted that left foot and cut right back on the inside, walks in, untouched. You know what I'm saying? Certain stuff like that, man. So, I mean, it hurt like hell. Because at the end of the daggone day, this is one of them teams that everybody been saying all year. It's not really no big names on the teams, this and that. But damn it is some big names on the team.
Yeah, it is.
Because they got to where they was at. It might not be names that we normally hear.
Yeah, they were a great group of guys.
A great team.
Together, man. Yeah,
a great team. Won't nobody thinking they was over each other.
Yeah, no
anything
egos.
like no egos.
No.
It's just the way things went for us this year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the main thing, again, getting back to the field goal though, first before we go in it. The boy came in left hash. I'm thinking, ain't no damn way. That ball went up in the daggone hit that goal.
It was a drive line. It was a line drive.
It was a straight line.
It was a line drive to the goal.
Ain't no way that's gonna go through. You know what I'm saying? That joint hit that goal post and flipped over out.
And you can hear the ball hit that. You can hear it, and it just dropped, just like that.
It just dropped right over.
By the tip of the ball, it dropped in.
So I mean,
inches.
It's a crazy way to lose. Who would have thought we would have gave up 2 safeties and a field goal that would stop us from bringing on the state championship? I've never even seen a game like that where somebody lost like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, only thing I can say to my boys over this side, man, learn from this mistake. Learn from it. I feel like a lot of the things that happened this weekend was because they, regardless of the fact they're still a young team, you know, this is the first year. Some of them have even been catapulted to that first string position where they got to make these decisions and everything. Now you just got to know, doing scramble things and everything like that. Everybody got to get downfield, blocking, putting a head on somebody. You know what I'm saying? You just can't go with, oh damn, my homeboy been running over folks all day on year. He gonna get in here. Nah, we got to scratch that.
That's your quarterback.
Yeah, that's your. We don't want our quarterback taking up unnecessary hits and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Callers asked, are they about to protest that? Most likely not.
No.
Ain't nobody. We can protest it, but the game is set. Now the game done. Hey, we can sit out here and touchdown and all that. VHL is done. The season over.
Yeah, no matter what you do, VHSL is saying game over. No matter what you
y'all
do.
want to go back, Major Pain, then on, let the boys get on Major Pain, go back and fight for it.
we gonna go down and put our fatigues on and sneak in there and take the trophy.
Even though we all know it was a clear-cut touchdown by the ball.
But even though you say that is a touchdown to us, it wasn't a touchdown to the referees.
Right, yeah.
You gotta stamp it, man.
That's your bias.
You gotta stamp it. We might say it was a touchdown. Well, that man is getting paid right there.
Hello.
Yeah. And that man been doing it. That man been refereeing for I don't know how long. We up in the stands. You know what I'm saying? That man right there at the goal line, what he said it was. So that's why I say, in situations like that, you gotta leave no questions on the board.
Yeah.
You gotta get your whole entire body into that end zone. You cannot leave it up to those referees at all. Because I mean, you know, like I said, we might say it's a touchdown, but then other folks in the area or anywhere else might be looking at that joint like, it's buzz down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Buzz down. But the ball hit the goal line, but what hit first?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What hit first? Of course, we gonna say it's a touchdown because we fans and we want to win and all of that.
Yeah.
But if the referee said that a touchdown, it ain't a touchdown.
It was an essence of probably.
Oh yeah, if it was us, if it was an essence,
I ain't telling this stuff.
You got that right.
Cheating all the time.
Hey, I don't give a damn. If I was got that ref, if I was the ref, it would have been a touchdown. But Thomas biased. He from us. Damn right I'm biased, goddamn. I would have counted everything. I would have put a touchdown up there and he ain't had no touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, man, our boys we're a young team. You know what I'm saying? We got. I can't think right off. No, I'm just talking about going into the future. We're a young team. You know, I can't really go right off here how many seniors we got. God dang on, we got a lot of sophomores and juniors.
I'm pretty sure y'all been saying that we're a young team and stuff for the past.
Oh no, see, I can't say that because the last couple of years we won a young team.
How many times y'all went there and lost?
Sam, I'm about to take this damn microphone. I'm
I'm
about to take this microphone.
Oh, here we go.
I'm about to take this microphone and I'm gonna pop you upside your head like Charles White this weekend. I'm gonna take this microphone and pop you upside your head like Charles White this weekend.
Oh, man.
But at the end of the day, man, I feel like that the boys that's coming back next year, they're gonna learn from this situation. You know, if you don't learn from this, it's something wrong.
And I've said before, if you win, you win. You lose, you don't lose. You lose, you learn.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's how it is. I mean,
that's how it is. You know, like I say, missed 2-point conversion. That's points off the ball.
I still give it that poor management.
The field goal, we not having a field goal kicker. You know, that hurts because it's leaving points off the ground. Gator's got a good punt return. Mm-hmm. They got 2 great punts off that put us in bad situations. You know, you got missed blocks on our end because even before we was in the red zone sometimes, goddamn, you see number 9 and 7 come up and shoot up and put pads on Zay a couple times. Nobody touched them. Nobody touched them. So some of our players on our front line was missing blocking assignments.
Plays off.
Plays off. Penalties. You know, even though they missed penalties on that side, we're not worried about their side. We got to worry about what we need to be worried about is our side. What we can control. You know, not blocking, we can control that. Getting penalties, we controls that. You know what I'm saying? 4th and 1 and we get all sides. That shouldn't happen. That can't happen.
Y'all too disciplined for that.
Too disciplined. We were playing too disciplined all year. So for those mistakes like that to happen, really put us in a bind where we didn't get the 2-point conversion or even go for a field goal. So only thing I can say to the youngins coming up next year, man, learn from this game right here because at the end of the day, y'all definitely got a chance to come back for the next 3 to 5 years in my eyes because of the talent that's already on that team and that's what's coming up from the gym
and we'll be
everything
there.
like that.
The boys winning, man. They go back.
I see us back there next year. You know what I'm saying? They just got to. Who gonna stop us right here?
I'll tell you one thing, man.
Don't you say no Westmore.
I'll tell you one thing. We got 2 months. we got 2 months. Y'all in the same place we at right now.
What?
Hold like this. Don't think I went up there to that game just for Northern Next Sports Talk Live. I didn't go there. I wanted to feel the environment. I wanted to see what it takes. I wanted to see what it felt like to play against some mountain boys. You know what I mean? To see the opposition.
But the
that's what I went there for.
You got to see what it feels like and everything like that, but you ain't gonna never see what it feels like.
I don't know.
You got to see how it was to be up there and everything like that. But y'all
it's a strong JV team coming up.
Football season is over.
Oh, no, it ain't over now. It's over now.
But football season is over, and neither one of y'all can talk in this place.
That's it. Yeah. And I knew we was gonna come down there.
Both teams are over here put booster next. We even made y'all Boston quick. We made y'all Boston quick. Y'all ain't even want to play. Yeah, I don't give a damn JV Boston, whatever. What's your JV score in? What's your JV score that game? I don't give a damn about no fight. What's your JV score that game?
Put up more than y'all.
What did your JV score that day?
We put up more than 6.
That's what I say.
We put up more than 6 points.
That's 6 Trojans. Y'all took a loss, though, didn't you?
Put up more than 6 points.
You took a loss, though, didn't you?
I tell you one thing, we ain't waste our time. 3.5 hours again to get our heads stumped in the water.
Until y'all can get to where we done got, I don't want to hear nothing, man. For real. I don't want to hear nothing because we got a lot of folks all over the North that on Saturday that was waiting for us to lose. And I'm like, why? I understand it. I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. Let me know if you don't like me or you whatever. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know who I'm dealing with.
At the end of the day, that's just got to where they
runner-up. At the end of the day,
that don't matter. If you're not first, you're last. Like you say, when you lose, you lose. You live, you learn. When you ain't first, you're last.
You're right.
Second place don't matter.
Still got trouble. Take on back to Golden Day.
Some of these sideline coaches, they lost again, this and that. But them and your team, man, didn't make it here. Your team lost twice. With you on the sidelines. Now, why is you on the sidelines? Is you on the sidelines because your son is playing? Or is you on the sidelines because you there for the kids? You know what I'm saying? We can always hate on the person that's winning, but goddamn, y'all gotta end up knocking the person that's winning on someday. Especially if you're on the sidelines talking big smack.
We ain't gotta do it because somebody else will.
So y'all can sit back and brag on somebody else winning. That's some old weak. I can't see it. That's some old weak shit.
You gotta do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Get it.
You know what I'm saying? That's why. At the end of the day, my Trojans, man, y'all take this. Get in this weight room, all season training, hard as hell. Y'all, we got a couple months. Y'all know what this loss feel like. Most of y'all that was on that field said they're gonna be back again next year. On the football team. Let it burn.
The state championship.
Yeah, we was talking about the state championship. And matter of fact, mark this daggone date right here. We're gonna be back at the state championship next year.
Yeah.
You gonna be riding.
I actually see that.
You gonna be riding
2023.
and I'm gonna be bumping some old ass 3.6. We riding up through the mountains. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Coach Jones, man. Great season. 14-1, 27-2 over the last 2 years, man. Who doing that?
That's tough.
Who doing that?
That's tough.
Nobody.
Who doing that? Y'all remember the last time? Everybody can say what you want, but y'all remember the last time Coach Jones left, right? Y'all remember the last time he left? That break where he was going and everything, where we was getting our faces stumped in over here. See, folks I mean, I understand some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I understand it because some folks may feel like their sons wasn't put in the best situations to be able to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it is probably. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we as parents, we got to be the ones that making sure we're doing what we got to do to promote them out there, regardless of what position they at, what they doing, defense, offense, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't see Coach Jones going nowhere until Coach Jones want to go somewhere. Coach Jones gonna retire here.
And you don't have to go to a state championship in order to get to the next level.
No, hell no.
No, that's been proven.
I'm not even get to the next level. Don't even touch state championship. No,
Yeah.
man, people don't even get a chance to even smell a state championship.
Right.
Our kids get to play at the top almost every year.
I know some guys that lost, so we never even made the playoffs. Man, some guys went to the next
Man,
round.
we was at the game Saturday, man. Dog. It was dudes that wasn't from Essex or Galax that drove an hour and stuff away just to come see good football.
Yeah,
Man, said, man, hey, at least y'all got here. My team ain't gonna never be here.
Yeah,
I where you from? He like, man, I forgot where he used to be. He's like, man, I drove an hour away just to see some good football.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, we constantly letting everybody know what we got around here. As long as our kids keep on playing and doing what they're doing, great things are gonna happen. Now, of course, we want that ring and everything, but at the end of the day, our team had a great season.
Yeah.
So next year, y'all bring some wrestling lessons, man.
What you say?
Bring some wrestling lessons next year.
Oh, yeah,
Y'all be all right.
They need to set up to these state games or be a little closer, because I mean, going over there in Salem and
That was a 3.5-hour ride.
Galax an hour away.
That's still home for
right
them.
there.
That's still home for
They
them.
got advantage right there.
Yeah.
They're driving 3.5 hours.
But I will say there was more Essex fans than Galax fans.
Oh yeah, man!
There
Shout
was
out to
a whole lot
shout
of
out to
Essex
the
fans. So yeah,
Y'all
great job
fans
on that.
speaking, man,
Most definitely.
We was loud. We was loud. We was rowdy out there.
I don't know, man. I ain't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Y'all were loud to a certain extent.
I don't know. That's one of the loudest state games
man.
I've heard.
I got
Yeah.
guys who are Essex fans, and y'all knew who y'all were, that was sitting by me, who watched the Essex fan try to get fans up towards the end of the third quarter, and y'all were not making noise. Y'all were not saying anything. This is damn near after all those two safeties. You hear the Galax fans the entire game, they're losing.
Yeah.
Y'all were not loud that entire game, and I'd be real, maybe that's what kind of hurt y'all too. You don't come in that loud the entire game, and then when stuff starts to get rocky, you get quiet, and then towards the end of the game, on the last drive, you want to pick it up. No, this is a state championship game, bro. Keep that same energy y'all would have had here. Keep that same energy y'all would have had here against a Northumberland or Essex. Keep that same energy, bro. It's a state championship game.
I agree.
I couldn't tell that it was more Essex fans than Galax fans.
I feel like sometimes over here we get spoiled, man.
And you get too complacent. You think it's gonna be given to y'all. That game, that state championship game, not gonna be given to y'all.
It's not given to you. It's not given to you. That's why I say even everybody said about the touchdown. Ain't nothing given to you. You gotta make sure. You gotta make sure it's unquestionable. For sure. Unquestionable. You know, and we left too many points on the board and made too many mistakes. That's it.
Yep.
Literally, y'all left 1 point. Literally, 1 point on the board, bro.
But that's still, I mean, still congrats to the Essex Trojans for making it to the state championship, because most will not.
Most will not.
Most will not. So, guys, if you want to call in, 804-822-2287. 804-822-2837. If you want to call in, shine the light on your favorite player, shine the light on your favorite coach. It doesn't matter. Just call in, talk to us. We're just three guys. Don't be shy. You're talking to us, you're talking on the radio. No one's seeing you. You're just on the phone. 804-822-2837. All right, guys, let's move on to basketball. Well, real quickly, two other state games I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
Phoebus over Salem, 21-14. Phoebus.
See that game with
Yeah, 82-yard walk-off touchdown. 82-yard walk-off touchdown.
Salute the Phoebus, man. I got a little younger down there, Jordan. I ain't get to coach him, but Marcus, I think his last name Marcus. Marcus, I forgot his last name. But he's from down that area. He used to come up here when we had the Northern Neck Warriors joint and play with Travis and them when we did the All-Star team. Salute to him. This is like his third ring. Yeah, this is third ring he got since he's been in high school.
Third ring.
So big congrats to you. Also, big congrats to Gabe down in Lafayette. Who they played last week? Lafayette played LCA, I think.
Yeah, they played LCA.
Big Gabe is another one used to play with us in the Holiday Bowls. But they lost this weekend. But still, salute Big Gabe, salute Marcus. Being in the state championship, Marcus on your third one. Gabe on being a run out, man. Marcus, you got one more year, big dog. I've been watching you from afar. Your mama always posting about you. Gabe, same with you. Their mama's always posting about you. I keep tabs on just sending them. Hey, y'all keep on grinding and stuff like that. So, see you, fellas.
All right, so Class 2A. Radford over Riverheads, 39-21. Riverheads back and forth for the state championships, 1-7 so far. But their 9th trip to a state championship game, and they lost this one 39-21.
Nothing to hold your head low, Bo.
No.
Shoot, this your first year jumping up 2A and got all the way back in there and going state championship.
Sure.
Great program. Yeah. You can't ain't nothing to hold your head.
Right.
Maybe back next year.
They'll definitely be back next year.
Yeah, and I was told that was a barn burner in that one too. And the score, don't look at the score because that one was a dogfight too.
Yeah.
All right, basketball guys. This past Saturday, final boys basketball, Lancaster over Christ Church, 70-40. Red Devils are the Johnstone tournament champs, and tournament MVP is, guess who? Troy Henderson. He's back.
They on the road, man.
They are 3-0 again.
Who's? Somebody said earlier, Westmoreland was the team to look out for. It's gonna be Langston, man.
Who said that? Yeah. Shout out to whoever said that, man. Appreciate
it. The credit, it's somebody on my side that said it too. Big Bubba. Big Bubba, boy, Sean Johnson. He was like, man, he got what's going to do some big things, man. But Langston, the team to beat, man.
Yeah, they are. I still see him going back.
Yeah,
I see him going back.
70-40. They like you said, they left it out in the referee's hands. They made sure. You know, Cavante Barnes had 7 points, 6 assists, 2 steals, I believe, on the day. Lamar Maddox had 6 points. He also had 8 rebounds on that game. Davion Smith Sr., he had 23 points on the day. 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and he also had 2 blocks on the jump.
That's MVP numbers.
Yeah,
that's MVP. Yeah, boy.
You know, but Troy Henderson, man, he came in with some big numbers. 31 points, 6 rebounds. He had 5 assists and 3 steals. So I understand why he was the player of the game, man. The young boy is gifted, man. And
yes, he is.
Is he a senior this year?
Yeah, he's a senior.
He's a senior.
No.
So, I mean, he's a junior.
He is a junior. Yeah, he's a junior. That's right.
So, I mean,
he's a junior.
That young man's special, man.
They got another year.
They got a group of special kids over there, man. I mean, you got 2 players on the team putting up double-digit points, you know, in a big game like this. They're going to be hard to contest with through the season, man. And I mean, you figure, ain't like they just started playing. Them boys most likely was playing all during the offseason in those tournaments and stuff like that. So they're well-oiled.
They were just practicing. They were just practicing before the season.
So, I mean,
there you go.
They coaches back with them. They know the coach. They love the coach. So, I got them boys being at the end again this year. As long as they stay injury-free, you know what I'm saying, throughout the season. I got them being at the end again this year.
All right. Also, boys, Northumberland over Nandua, 56-51.
Okay.
This past Monday night, Caroline over Rappahannock, 73-66. Oh, yeah. Colonial Beach over Matthews, 67-51.
Okay.
And earlier today, that's boys. Earlier today in boys, Caroline over Rappahannock, 73-66. Girls basketball. Yeah, Caroline over Rappahannock, 73-66. Girls basketball, Northumberland over Surrey, 34-33.
Okay.
Colonial Beach over Matthews, 37-19. Now, girls from Saturday. Essex, that is 7-0. Essex, that is 7-0.
No, it's
7. You're 5-0. It was showing 7-0. Somebody was showing 7-0. All right, so 5-0. Essex 70. Surrey 28. The Essex's next game is in January.
January.
Yeah, January. Yeah, next game is January 4th.
Yeah, we got a long break.
Cumberland over Rappahannock 45-25 on the 9th. And then this past Wednesday, girls basketball, this coming Wednesday rather, Westmoreland at Cortland. Girls basketball, boys, King and Queen at Rappahannock. And this coming Thursday, Lancaster at Middlesex Christ Church at Northumberland. And then girls, Rappahannock at King and Queen.
Sure, y'all don't play until January.
Yeah,
they don't play until January, the girls basketball. They're 5-0.
They're
I mean,
games back to back.
That's like a 2-week break.
Yeah.
I wouldn't keep making on this over the
Girls, they undefeated right now, so salute to the girls and everything.
Yes, indeed.
Saturday they was in a tournament. Like I said, beat Surrey, 70-28?
Yeah, they beat Surrey 70-28.
Some big numbers being put up. Kimar Gray had 10 points, 11 rebounds, 1 steal. Sophomore Monty Brown, she had 13 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. Senior Jayla Mercer, she went crazy. 34 big points.
30 piece a day.
Yeah, 34 big points, man. 34 big points. She went 50% from the field goal. 1 rebound, 7 assists, and 4 steals, I believe. McKern Williams, she had 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. Octavia Floor, she had 5 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Next game is January 4th against Matthews. I think they are 1-4 right now.
They are 1-4.
So that'll be another dub for us in my eyes and everything. Ladies, they just gotta keep going.
Yeah, they keep going.
7. What's Westmoreland girls' record?
1-4.
Shut up.
When it comes to the girls' team,
shut up.
1-4.
Rap.
At the end of the day, whoever's on our dang on schedule, that's what we playing, man.
I'm sorry, Westmoreland is 2-1.
I'm like LeBron
They're
James.
2-1
I'm like
at
LeBron
the
James
moment.
fan, man.
So they're above 500. Yeah, Westmoreland is 2-1 at the
When
moment.
it comes to girls, I like Rappahannock.
What's Rappahannock?
Probably undefeated.
They're not quite undefeated yet. No, they're not undefeated yet.
They can't be undefeated.
No, they're not undefeated. They're not undefeated. The only undefeated team right now is Essex.
I mean, man, they ain't like I said, they ain't playing nobody.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Play against Coach.
Hey, girls. Hey, babies. Y'all keep on doing y'all job, man. 5-0 right now. Y'all got a great start going, and we're definitely rooting for y'all and everything. I'm definitely gonna be out there to a couple of games next year and everything. So we definitely gotta be out there to some of the games. We gotta start reporting on them. So, but that's about it, man. Everybody else.
You see, that's some support.
No reporting.
Reporting, yeah. Come to the game. You need to go to the game.
I just want to hear what you said, man.
Show the ladies some
Stop supporting them when they're winning. You support them when they're losing.
They're 5-0.
You know I got something to say.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I'm seeing Essex Trojans girls basketball like I was seeing Lancaster basketball last year.
Y'all reaching,
Eagles doing well at 2-1. But if you're 5-0 and you're just rolling through teams, that's saying something right now, right there. That you're making a statement. Yeah. So I'm seeing if they continue down the path of winning and just blowing out teams, they're going to the States.
I mean, it's still early in the season, man. Basketball, their schedule is crazy.
Yeah.
Basketball, they got like 20, 30 something going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we starting off good right now. And I hope they keep their foot on the gas, you know what I'm saying? All gas, no brakes, you know what I mean? But I do know once they get down to districts, when they start, it's gonna get tighter.
Yeah, it's no neck district play. I mean, anything happens.
It's good that they jumped off to a good start like this. Because even if you take a couple hits in the future and everything, it's not gonna really bother you like that. Unlike a team that's starting off 0-5. Then you got to try to build your way back up.
Yeah.
They're trying to build our way back up, so they got off on a good foot.
Yeah, they
so,
did.
I just hope they can continue this, which I'm sure they will. You got a lot of hungry girls on their team that's been doing this for a while that knows how to get it done. And I mean, they got some good coaches to be able to back them up. So I think they're going to do real good.
All right, so actually Wednesday, Christchurch is at Northumberland. That's also girls basketball schedule. Wrestling on Wednesday. This is the only schedule I got. And if you got wrestling schedules for your prospective schools, please send them to us because we want to shine the light on wrestling. We were told something about swimming. I haven't seen anything on swimming yet. So if you have a schedule, send it to us.
Well, let's tell you around here got swimming.
I don't know nothing about no swimming. You know what I'm saying? Only swimming I know is when I go out there to the water.
Hey, Phil, you a funny guy.
So if you got some swimming stats, then
Yeah.
you might want to call Will so he can get him out there.
Yeah,
But,
I'll definitely get him out there.
I don't know nothing about those
Hey,
things.
shout out my man Philip behind the camera, man, behind the screen. Shout out my man Philip.
Oh, man.
You wave your hand, they can't see you, Philip.
So wrestling, Franklin, Westmoreland, King and Queen at King William this Wednesday. Saturday, boys basketball, Bruton at Westmoreland. Westmoreland currently right now 1-2.
Hey, Westmoreland, get it together, man. Y'all got a lot of good players over there.
Don't worry about us.
Um,
Let's get it together.
Yeah,
You hear me tell y'all get it
They
together.
gotta get it together.
Hey, what I say last week when I say something about y'all keep y'all defense, something like that. When I say y'all make sure y'all keep y'all defense, I forgot what I said.
You said something about the defense won't play something.
No, you said what? You just tried to correct me. I was like, oh, we on the outside, man. We good. I'm trying to coach up.
All right, so let's get into the NFL. We all know Dallas beat the Eagles 33-13.
Man,
Congrats.
it was a shellac. Like what they call shellac.
I loved it, man.
I loved it,
Oh my God.
The
From
main
start
thing-
to finish.
Yeah, Dak's played great.
See, that's the Dak I know.
Yeah.
Anytime I try and go and predict that Dallas going to win, he disappoints me sometimes. He didn't disappoint me this week because I had Dallas beating the Eagles.
Good thing about it, he ain't thrown an interception. He did turn the ball over once.
Yeah, but
you know, his fumble and everything like that. But
He felt like the Eagles had to score, so he gave.
yeah, and I mean he was throwing that ball too. Man. He
Yeah.
wasn't just dinking and dunking.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
laying that ball out there.
I can't lie, man. Some of them passes, but they wanted to gallop in the end zone. I said, oh, man, this game fluke. I ain't gonna lie to you,
boy.
man. There ain't no way Gallup getting off like this, man.
Man, bro,
Anytime Gallup get up,
you gotta get like this, man.
Trouble.
So
Trouble.
I mean, and they control defense. I mean, they control Philly's run game. I feel like if you control Philly's run game,
You gotta make her
you
pass.
gotta make
You gotta
her
make her
pass.
pass.
You gotta get the pressure on him. Now he was still able to make some great plays,
Yeah.
but we was able to just make more.
So it's safe to say that hurts.
yeah.
Yeah. But my thing now, like I told y'all a couple when we played Commanders, I don't like celebrating off those teams that's under 500. Everybody talking, they ain't beat nobody over 505. But goddamn it, Philadelphia Eagles is way over 500.
Yeah.
And we just smoked them. Now I feel like if we can get, but still, even with that, we're still gonna end up having to play them again in the playoffs probably. We might got to play San Fran in the playoffs maybe.
I'm seeing
And
y'all.
that's the
I'm
one.
seeing Dallas and San Fran.
That's the one that
I'm
we
seeing
need
that.
right
I
now.
want them.
Because right now, in my eyes, San Francisco looks like the best dang team out of the NFC.
Yeah.
And if you can't get past them, it's null and void. You know what I'm saying? So we got 4 more games. We got Buffalo up next. We got Miami after that, I believe. Who we have after? I know we got Commanders.
Yeah,
the last
Commanders
game.
is last game.
Detroit. We got tough.
Detroit.
You
We got Detroit.
you hear a lot of people talking trash, i.e. the Eagles fans, and we haven't played anybody. Granted, y'all played everybody first.
Yeah.
We played them last.
We played
so
them
we
last.
play with
If you ain't first, you last.
You know what I mean? So like, we'll see.
We'll
I mean,
see.
we can handle these 4 opponents right here at the tail end of the season.
We
Come
great.
on, good. Come on.
Yeah.
We great. You,
Come on.
you look at Eagles.
Yeah,
they
there you
play,
go.
who Eagles play this week? They play
They're playing the Seahawks.
What the
Seahawks.
Seahawks?
They
They
Seahawks.
take
They
an
take an L
L.
to
Bro,
Seahawks.
If
They take an L
Gino
to
would have
Seahawks.
played Sunday, the 49ers would have took an L.
They can take an L to the Seahawks. Then they got who else? They got
Then they got like the Giants twice.
the Giants
Yeah,
twice.
yeah. Giants twice.
They already played man.
And you
They
figure
got
even
played. They already played
with the
Commanders
Giants,
twice.
Yeah,
even with the Giants, I mean, hey, Giants might just step up and play.
Then Vito might do something.
Nigga, look at Phil. Step up in the team.
But Giants have the Saints this week. They do have the Saints.
Man,
This
well,
week.
see, it don't matter the Giants. They just hit upset everybody, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if Giants can step in there and get an upset over
What's that?
Yeah.
Intervene, please.
Please intervene, Giants. Please, you know, just intervene a little bit. Just get one of them. Just get one of them and help us out a little bit. We would greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But even with that, like I said, you still got to get past them damn 49ers. I can hear my cousin Steve
I want them,
now.
man.
I can hear my cousin Steve now.
want
Got that cuz y'all ain't gonna do it.
I
But
want
goddamn it, Black, we gonna get you this year.
There you go.
Y'all ain't gonna knock us out this year, cuz. Try to take it.
All right. Breaking news before I get to this week's NFL schedule. Ted Leonsis and Governor Glenn Youngkin. This is just coming out this evening. Breaking news. Ted Leon says Governor Glenn Youngkin expected to announce at Potomac Yard 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, the possible move of the Washington Capitals and the Washington Wizards to Alexandria, Virginia. So this indicates the Capitals and Wizards saying farewell to D.C.
And Potomac Supply?
Potomac Yard.
Oh, that's
Potomac Yard. It's still sketchy details.
Man, we got Fellas out Dollar Tree. Football team.
They are expected to announce tomorrow the possible move of the Washington Capitals and the Washington Wizards to Alexandria.
That's a good spot, man.
Yeah.
Alexandria.
And it's just 3 miles outside of D.C.
Yeah. The ticket prices and the food prices at the stadium want to jump too because of the taxes they have.
Virginia tax, I tell you.
Crazy.
All right, NFL schedule real quickly, guys, before we get out of here. Bears, Browns, Chargers, Raiders, Eagles, Seahawks that we just talked about, Cowboys, Bills that we talked about earlier in the show, Commanders, Rams, I don't want to talk about that, Vikings, Bengals, Steelers, Colts, Giants, Saints, Vikings, Bengals, and Broncos and Lions. That is your NFL schedule. Some teams are on a bye this week.
Browns, they on the road this year. They doing
Yeah, they are.
this year, man.
Yeah, defense look pretty good, man.
Yeah, I got Browns over the Bears this year.
Bears on the road too. Well, I don't see a roll.
Yeah, but
Now, they are looking to trade Montez Sweat.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah. So getting to the end of the season, man. So
Yeah.
it's either win or go home now. You know what I'm saying? Win, you keep winning, you get into the playoffs. Keep losing, your ass be sitting on the couch.
Sitting on the couch watching the game. All right, guys, final thoughts before we get out of here on Tuesday night.
We at the end of the season, football season now. Big thing now is recruiting.
Yeah.
Get that film together.
Get the film together. I'll be dropping tips, I guess, every now and then on Facebook and everything.
Most definitely.
Little things that you might can do.
We're going to talk about it on here, too?
We're going to talk about it on here, but if you miss it on here, just go to North Next Sports Talk on Facebook. Just get your film out there, man. My main thing with a lot of us around here is we want to complain a lot about everything, but don't want to do no work about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody expect the coach to do this, the coach to do that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to take it in our own hand, man, and make some things happen. You know what I'm saying? If your coach is an AD, then damn it, he got a whole lot of other stuff on his plate too.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if your school doesn't have a recruiting assistant, the person that does, then you got to get out there and do your work, man. Not just your child, but you as the parent. When like I say, I got 3 kids, 3 boys that came through that Essence program. My oldest one, he's 29, he didn't get to go all the way through because, hey, his daddy was tripping. I was tripping back then. So, you know, I left at an important time. Those is from TappIn. Y'all already know, so I ain't got to go into too much stuff. You know, so I left. So you know, he tended to do dumb stuff after I left, you know. But the younger 2 of mine, I ain't leaving in Coach Jones' hands. I ain't leaving in Tiana's hands. Now, they help.
Yeah.
Damn right they help. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't just leave it in their hands. You know, I helped him cut up his film. I helped him send his film off to coaches. I helped emails, taking them to schools and everything like that. I didn't just leave it on my coaches, you know, because I know they got their own families. They got other things that they got to deal with.
Sure.
But one thing about my coaches over here, that's just, when I couldn't do anything, when I couldn't get my youngest one, their moms ready to certain football camps or to certain visits, I hit them up, Corey Beasley, he taking them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why at the end of the day, I got a lot of respect for my coaches over here because when I couldn't do certain things, they made sure it got taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's up to us. We can't expect everybody to just be doing everything for us. When most of us go to work, come home, and then next thing you know, while we're at home, we just twiddling our fingers, you know, when we could take an hour out of our day to fill out some forms for our kid, making sure they GPA. All y'all 8th graders that's going up to the 9th grade. You gotta understand. You're going in the 9th grade now. Now that GPA count.
Yes, it does.
That GPA count when you go in the 9th grade now. All that stuff before the 9th grade, It don't really count. Yeah, they can look back. But once you get in ninth grade, that GPA counts.
Yeah.
So my advice, same thing I told my own sons. Once you get in ninth grade, that first year, you want that GPA at 3, at 3.0. If you can get your GPA at a 3.0 as a ninth grader, it's going to be a whole lot more easier for you to make that GPA rise as you go to 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. But if you're a ninth grader and your GPA starts at a 2.0, well, most colleges, goddamn, most big colleges, they want a person with a good GPA, 3.0 or higher. That way they know they ain't got no dumbass player. You know what I'm saying? We got this, oh, he good on the football field. He good enough on that football field. He dumb as rocks. He dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't have that in the past. I'm gonna keep it real. We didn't have that in the past. We good as that on the football field. Dang, in the books, we ain't got no common sense or no book smarts. And that's what messes us up a lot of times right here. We go down the football field, go to the books, you got a 1.5, 2.0, something like that. They're going to bypass right on by you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to bypass you. You know, you got hundreds of schools in Virginia, millions of schools in the United States. You want to be able to set yourself above everybody else. So the first way to do that is your GPA. That's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Even if your film ain't even like that, but your GPA and your grades good, oh man, they're gonna look at you. Cause we got a person that we can groom him, we can build him up. You know what I'm saying? Also, y'all players, get it out your head is that it was D1 a bust. Get that out your head, man. You can get on the field at Division 2. You can get on the field at Division 3. You can get on the field at NAIA. It's all on how much work you trying to put into it. You know what I'm saying? What you trying to do to make sure that you can get on that football field and succeed the next season. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the dang day, every opportunity is an opportunity for you to better yourself.
Yes, indeed.
Don't look past no opportunity. Like we said a couple of weeks ago, the most explosive play first on your huddle. It shouldn't be no weak ass play. Your most explosive play should be the first play on your huddle. Then break it down from there.
Word. Great stuff, Coach. Oh, real quickly, before we go, guys, congrats to Essex Trojan alumni Cam Robinson
Yes,
from
sir.
UVA, true freshman All-American. I'll say that again, true freshman All-American Cam Robinson from UVA, Essex Trojan alumni. Congratulations. Well, we're going to wrap it up for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back next week for a Christmas edition here on No Next Sports Talk Live. For myself, Will Lewis, Coach Thomas Roane, Sammy Mills, and all the guys here on No Next Sports Talk Live on Hot Mix VA, we bid you good night from Tappahannock, Virginia.